Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George.
I can't talk to him about the statue.
What do you make of this?
A manhole lifting key. So?
Hey, how come you recognize it?
Hey, how come you're carrying it?
Yeah, well, let's just drop the subject, shall we? Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Hello again, sir.
Filthy! Bad!
Okay, I'm going.
I don't see... He won't talk to us, will he?
Hi, Nijo.
Hello again, sir.
There's nothing that we can do here.
Look at this. A lifting key as used by Parisian sewer workers.
Kalu Kalay, sir. I must remember this day for posterity. My grandchildren will be fascinated.
So long, Nijo.
Toodle pip, sir.
Hello again, Pearl.
50
Why,
bucks it's
hello,
yours.
George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
Why will you not?
Have you ever heard of anybody calling himself Merlin?
Merlin?
No, Merlin. Merlin. There's an O in there.
Moulin?
You haven't, have you?
No, darling. No Moulins.
I've got some plaster of Paris.
That's nice of you.
I liked her too much to zap her with the buzzer.
Fair enough.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure, George. Don't be a stranger.
So we can talk to Pearl. We need to make this statue look older to trick Dwayne into buying it, but how do we do that? Dip it in there. No.
Hello again, Ultar.
Praise be to Allah.
Well, I still don't have any cash on me, American or otherwise.
Oh, unfortunate, most extreme. The delights of the Bull's Head Hill then must wait, I fear.
See you around, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
There's maybe something to do with that. I'm just trying anything at this point. I don't really know. What are we supposed to do with this broken chain as well? Is there something with the carpet that we're supposed to do?
Does this mean anything to you?
Yes, yes.
That's what he says.
It must have taken him all morning just to set up his stall. What do you make of this, sir?
Filthy!
Okay, okay. What do you make of this, sir?
Filthy!
Okay,
No,
okay, I'm...
he's- Sure. I'm stuck. I'm
The
genuinely
stand was
stuck.
selling some fruit I didn't recognize. This is what travel is all about. Roam the world and discover strange fruit.
Can we sell this guy a toilet chain? No. Ah, what am I missing? We know where we need to go. We need...
I figured going out into the countryside was
Yeah.
a pretty good way to get lost.
We can't do anything with that. I just can't... I'm missing something. What are we doing with the statue? I think we need to make it look old. The cat's not there. The cat's vanished. I know this. But it won't go in the spittoon bucket. Oh, for God's sake. I would never have thought of that. I would never have thought of that.
The grease paint had worked magic. Now it looked like aged marble instead of cheap plaster.
I would never have thought of that. It's so clever. Or I'm just
Hello again,
stupid.
Pearl.
Why, hello, George. It's such a pleasure to see you again.
What do you think of this fine piece of ancient statuary?
Oh, Matt, that's just what I've been looking for. Just one thing, though.
Oh?
It looks awful similar to that modern one you showed me.
Ah,
Whoops.
well, that's because... You see, that's because the first one I showed you was a modern copy of this one. And I sought out the artist who'd done the copy and bought the original. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Oh, George, how can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. Believe me. Would you like it?
Would I ever? I'm not carrying the money, though. If you go and find Dwayne, he'll pay you for it. If he gives you any trouble, just tell him that I want it.
Okay.
I've got to go now, Pearl.
It's been a pleasure.
Hey, Dwayne, buy this crap.
Hi there, Dwayne.
Hi there, George.
What do you think of this?
Good gravy. Looks old.
Yeah, I had to turn this town upside down.
Boy, your luck's better than ours. Looks Roman.
I wouldn't know.
What'll they say back home? How much do you want, George?
Oh, I couldn't. It's the
100
find of
bucks?
a lifetime. I mean,
$50. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. Here you go.
And here you go.
Thanks for the money, Dwayne. This'll come in real handy.
I ought to be thanking you for finding this Roman statuette.
Okay, well, I'll see you around, Dwayne.
Count on it, George.
Would never have thought of that. Never, 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 never. What's that? The second time we've had to get a hint? I can live with that. Although, in my defense, the first word puzzle, I was on the right lines.
Hello again, old top.
Praise be.
About Bull's Head Hill.
Are you desirous of seeing this most splendid place?
I am
Well,
desirous.
A terrific bargain. Only 50 of your Yankee bucks.
50, huh?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, it's a deal. Here's the cash.
Ah, most splendid. As you say, the cash price moolah is correct. Mister, we make with haste.
Where exactly is your taxi? Because the only vehicle I can see around here is an aging Army surplus truck.
Yes?
Ah, okay. I'll be along in a minute. It didn't seem right to take off with the toilet keys, so I left them on the bar.
Fair enough. We won't be coming back here then, will we? Let us go to Bull's Head Hill.
Hello again, Ultar.
His most
Let's
splendid
go,
and
let's go.
adventurous
Let's go.
client.
That's
go.
your taxi?
Oh, yes, most assuredly. Most entirely splendid taxi in all Marib.
It looks like an old Army truck to me.
Bah! You Americans with your checkerboard caps and your Judd Hershes. You have lost sight of what a taxi should truly be.
About 4 tons by the look of it.
There, you have hit the nail in the nutshell.
Okay, already, let's go.
Regrettably not, most esteemed fair. There is a minor problem of a tiny nature. The fan belt has taken it upon itself to break.
So, what are you gonna do?
What can I do? I must wait for a ride to the garage for a replacement.
How long is that gonna take?
1 day, maybe 6.
I can't wait that long. We gotta get moving.
But how, my friend?
I'll think of something. Bye for now, Ultar.
May good fortune follow you, mister.
How did this guy make a living selling you?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Used machine parts. Does he want this?
The stand was hawking ancient machine parts.
Fan belt?
The stand was hawking ancient machine parts that seemed to be from a stripped-down printing press. I couldn't imagine where they'd come from, or who'd want them.
Fan
The stand
belt?
was hawking ancient...
Fan belt. The key's still there, yes. I have an idea. I don't know if it's a good idea, but I have an idea.
It was a roller towel dispenser. It was a roller towel dispenser.
Yeah, and I want it. I want the towel. Will the card slide through it? No. Perfect. I don't know why I didn't figure, because there's 2 keys on there. It purposefully shows you 2 keys.
It didn't seem right to take off.
So just put them on, throw them at the bar and leave. Right, I think we're done with that. Let's go and give him his towel. Start a fan belt. I don't think this would ever work in real life, but okay.
Hello
let's try.
again, Ultar.
His most splendid and adventurous client.
Is this any use to you?
My friend, the very thing, yes.
Let's go. to wherever we're going.
Ultar took the towel from me, cut it in two lengthways, and gave me half back. With his half, he did the kind of fan belt replacement that's normally done with stockings.
Now, if I knot the ends together,
It works.
so... Serviceable, yes? Very serviceable indeed.
Stockings might work on a Bentley, but on a truck, the coarse toweling did the job nicely.
Come along, my
Really?
friend. You want to see the bull's head? Yes?
Yes. A few hours later. Is that a monocular or a sniper scope? What do we got, George? What's around? Just a tree.
A young tree grew at the edge of the drop. Centuries of hot days and cold nights had opened a crack in the cliff edge, deep into the living rock.
I have a feeling.
I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
Yeah. So, chapter...
With a flourish, I tied the end of the towel to the stick with a textbook reef knot. I could see that crack would make a good anchor point.
It's one hell of a strong paper towel.
Well, that looked really safe. But I had no choice. I hadn't anticipated going mountaineering when I'd come to Syria.
What is it?
I didn't like the idea of putting my hand in there. But hey, what the heck? I was only risking mutilation. No blade took my hand off at the wrist, and no scorpion stung me, for which I was very grateful. But there was something in there, a metal ring, as wide as my hand.
So pull it.
I took a firm hold of the ring. I tried not to think of death traps, and pulled. Whoa there!
So well thought out. Indiana Jones.
Around the corner, I found the corpse. Oh my God. Klausner? Large as life and twice as dead. I'd hardly had time to accept the fact when I heard the door mechanism start up again. Oh man, no! The door had slammed shut, trapping me. I had a bad feeling about how Klausner had died.
It's not Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones doesn't die. He's immortal. Map of Britain. We take his hat.
Whatever had been in the bottle had been drunk. Klausner must have died of thirst and dehydration.
We take the whip.
Bullwhips might be handy for exploring ancient ruins, but they're no use when you're trapped in a cave. Klausner clearly fancied himself as a latter-day Indiana Jones. I've done more fun things in my life than searching a corpse, but as my life expectancy wasn't great, I figured I should try every new challenge that came my way. I cautiously flicked open the jacket. Hey, what's this? I'd found some kind of lens. A very old lens made from a very hard glass. That settled it. The knight on the manuscript had been holding a lens the whole time, not a crystal ball.
So much for whips.
They're all show. A leather pouch was tucked behind Klausner's body. There was nothing else in the pouch. I searched the corpse. No portable phone, no demolition charges, no 5-course meal. You'd think international conspirators would go around better equipped.
Is that it? You're not going to let me take the hat of the whip? The 3-headed man.
I couldn't take the inscription with me. All I could do was stare at it and try to memorize it. In accidenta sita est in ora mundi. Okay, that would have to do.
I thought we could, like, use that to... I don't know. Make a... rubbing.
I couldn't think of anything to do with the statue, apart from scaring small children with it. A stone head bearing three bearded faces. It was a strange image, but a powerful one, redolent with antiquity and ancient mysteries. The mouth's opening. It must be Ultar. My God. If he comes in, we'll both be trapped. Ultar! Don't come in! It's a trap! Stay where you are! You!
Hello, Mr. Stobart. We meet in the most unusual places. Please, do not make any sudden moves. I have no desire to maim you.
Did you say maim?
I did. Dead men tell no tales, as you say. And I want to hear everything that you have to tell me.
And what if I don't want to talk?
Then I shall, most regrettably, have to kill you. Rest assured, however, that I am an excellent shot you would not suffer.
Oh, that's good. Believe me, I'm really assured.
It is rather dark in here. I think we should conduct our business outside.
Why should I make myself an easier target?
If I fire at you, Mr. Stobart, I shall hit you even in here. But, unfortunately, my marksmanship will suffer. It could be the difference between hitting you in the leg or the groin.
Boy, it sure is hot in here.
No sudden moves, Mr. Stobart. Now then, where shall we start?
How about being bosom buddies and you putting that gun away?
Klausner, do you know where he is?
I do.
Yep, he's dead. Just around the corner of the cave. You want to look?
I'll take your word for it. How did he die?
Starvation or dehydration by the look of it.
He was caught in this trap you were shouting about? Yes, I suspected as much. The Templars were not ones to give away their secrets lightly. Was he carrying anything of importance?
No, nothing.
So, why is this location important? What did the Templars hide here if not an artifact?
I can't save it. I want to tell him about the 3-headed statue.
Well, there is something, I guess, but you can't move it.
Yes? What is it?
It's a treasure map. X marks the spot.
Come now, do you expect me to believe that?
Yeah, okay. You caught me. But round the corner, there is something in Latin up on the wall.
Latin? Do you remember it, Mr. Stobart?
Read Latin.
In accidenta sita est, in ora mundi.
Ah, the words of Caesar. Yes, that makes sense.
Well, I know that roughly it means to the west, to the edge of the world. But what the heck is that about?
It tells me where the sword of Baphomet lies. Mr. Stobart, I am sure that you are just what you appear to be. A gifted amateur.
Thanks, I think.
But I can no longer tolerate your interference. There is far more at stake than you realize.
So what are you gonna do?
I regret that we must end this here and now. Your only choice now is whether you die like a man or like a dog.
Okay, you're the boss. I'll take my medicine.
You are an honorable man, Mr. Stobart, a rare breed. I should like to shake your hand.
Yeah. Well, what the heck?
I've been waiting for this for ages. Grab the gun. Grab the gun. Grab the gun.
Luckily, the canopy on Ultar's truck broke my fall.
Thank goodness for that.
The worst part of the experience was Ultar's driving.
What about the lens? Is it still in one piece?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's good to see you again, Josh.
Really? Well, I have to say, I'd have enjoyed Syria a lot more if you'd been there.
I wouldn't have been much help. Anyway, you did just fine on your own.
That's true.
Have you any idea what this lens might be used for?
I have.
As a magnifying glass, obviously.
Obviously.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Oh, I can't do it.
Look there, two guys on the same horse.
I can't do it.
A knight with a crystal ball. The knight scroll bears a through my... There between... There's a... But the reflect...
I want to have the manuscript laid out and then we use the lens to... Oh, for God's sake.
I'd better get back to the quest.
Is he finished with my cup?
The priest was still busy with the
My
chalice.
God.
So I decided to have another look around the church.
What are we supposed to do with the chain?
On the end of the staff was some kind of disc with a cross on it. Around the base of the disc was a hair. It was the lens that I'd found on Klausner's body.
Fortunately, my ninja-like reflexes saved me. The Latin inscription was a clue. It pointed to England. Caesar's words. Caesar's words. Do we need to go to the museum? Why is he still polishing that damn thing?
The
Give me
priest
cup
was
back.
still busy with the chalice. So
Give me the cup back. I've been to Syria and back and he's still polishing that chalice. We need to get under the sewer again. There isn't anything here. Right, okay. Let's go, George, to the museum.
Hi, Andre.
Hello, Georgie. Where have you been? Nicole said you were away.
I just returned from Syria.
Syria? On the trail of the Templars?
It's a long story. But I found the bull's head. It was referred to on the manuscript, remember?
Yes, what is it?
A secret cave built into a high cliff face. In the cave, I discovered a map bearing a phrase in Latin. In accidenta cita est in ora mundi.
The island of Britain.
Lies at the edge of the world, to the west.
Strange. That map seems to contain a series of pointers.
Like I said, it's a treasure map. Maybe not.
Do we not trust him?
Thanks for your help, Andre.
You're welcome.